everyone, it's Kylie, Bertucci, Stamping Up demonstrator in Australia. Welcome, there's so many of you here today. I'm a little overwhelmed with all of these beautiful comments from you all. Hello! Beverly, she's like, I'm waiting. What's going on? Didn't you know patience is a virtue, Beverly? You know, all good things you must wait for. You just chat among yourselves. You've got a lovely group of people here you can chat to. Hello. It's so good to see you all here. Kylie Bertucci, Stamping Up demonstrator in Australia with you. Do we have our beveraginos, everyone? Grab your beveragino. Do you want to hear mine? Because I've got a coffee machine in my room. So much fun. Thank you, Jessie. Thank you for bullying me. You ready to hear it? So exciting. Isn't that the most amazing sound ever? Beverageino. Who else is wanting a coffee? How do you have your coffee, everyone? Sugar? White? Black? I'm a black girl. I don't have any sugar or milk. I've trained myself. Hello. Oh, Anne-Marie's here. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Angela. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Naomi, oh, it's so good to see you on here. Elaine, Pammy, Patricia. Oh, all my regulars. Kirsty, how's your beautiful Paddington dog? Paddington is the cutest dog I've ever seen. Even cuter than our dogs. No, I'm kidding. Nothing's cuter than our dogs. So I have been having a lot of fun this week, doing lots of different crafting ideas. Please know that you're welcome to come along to our Zoom in, what time is it, 10? In 4 hours' time. It's almost ready. It's making a little bit too much noise over their coffee machine. Oh, Charlotte has milk and sugar with hers. Hi, Debbie from New Zealand. Oh, I love that. I have a bit of creamer in my coffee. We don't even know what creamer is in Australia. I think, if I remember correctly, it's a little bit of cream and milk combined. Is that creamer? Here's mine. Look at that. Look at that creamer. Now, that's what I call black coffee. I got the new fancy Virtuo, I think it's called, an espresso machine. So it's a bit exciting. Hi, Amber. Where's Amber? I want to see where Amber's like, please say hello to me. Happy Friday, Deborah. Paddington, I bet you Paddington's sitting on your lap because it's a cold day in Melbourne today. Oh, Paula's just had a cast off, trying to do some crafting. Oh, 9 weeks. Oh, that's a long time. Megan Lacornu's here. Oh, half and half. Yeah, I can't wait till we meet Paddington. Oh, Lauda's here. Oh, Lauda Lomo, I have the espresso. It's so beautiful. You principessa. Lauda knows her coffee. In fact, they have a balcony. What is it called? A la balcony cafe. The cafe a la balcony. Yes. Oh, grapefruit and lemon juice. I love it. That's the way to wake up. The other one I really love, and I haven't had it in a while and I really need to do it, is green apple juice and ginger. That's the best wake-up call ever. That's the way to wake up in the morning. Jenny Kemp's in the house. Everyone's here. If there's anyone stalking in the background, feel free to say hello and say g'day if you're a friendly stalker. I saw Susan is here from Bundoora as well. Lovely to see you, Susan. And thank you for your lovely order recently. We really appreciate that. We love seeing new customers come along and order through us. If you live in Australia, we'd love to look after you. Send you lots of goodies. Yes. So we're doing a little bit of Love It Chop It today because we love It Chop It, right? And I've been having a bit of a play with a few different ideas. I haven't blogged this one yet, but I had a bit of a play with this. So this is our incredible masks or stencils, just so that you don't get confused with masks. They have taken on a new connotation these days. So I've used the watercolor pencils, and then I used the Wink of Stella to tone down the watercolor pencils and blend that in. And the reason why I picked these colors is because I'm celebrating the Backstage Leadership event this weekend. So Bruno and I got up very early this morning. It was like, oh no, this is too early. But we had a lovely time. We had some French demonstrators in our breakout room, and it was so much fun. Julie Di Matteo, she was in our room, and also Jennifer Cotton, who actually has a $1 million stamp set too. Just FYI, check out that $1 million stamp set. It's the 124 Balcone Cafe. I like that one. I'm going to join you. Just take me on the balcony with you, all right? And I'll come to the Balcone Cafe with you, all right? I actually used Wink of Stella Bruno Bertucci. I know. You can use the blender pens, not as in the blends, but you can use these ones. Blender. You can use a water painter or a Wink of Stella. I thought I'd use Wink of Stella because we kind of neglect this little one. And it's a really amazing tool when you're using your watercolor pencils. And the cool thing about the Stampin' Up! Watercolor pencils is you pretty much have them for life. I don't think they're going anywhere soon. Once I've bought those colours, that's it. I've got them for a very, very long time. Unless I'm like watercoloring, like doing the watercolor pencils every day for the next 20 years, maybe I might have to sharpen them enough that they do run out. But I doubt it. I highly doubt it. So they're a very good investment to make. So we have a couple of things that I want to show you. So this is the other thing that I did with Bruno actually really likes this. I had a bit of a play with different stencils and different ideas. So a few of these are sneak peeks, all right? Some of you are getting an early preview of what's going to be just around the corner. So this one I used these stencils or masks. I used one of the intricate ones on there, and that's on Night of Navy, and I've used the white watercolor pencil. So that's really exciting. And then on top of it, I'm able to go over the top then. So it's a very subtle colour. I've done it for a colour inspiration challenge, and I thought that was a bit of, something a bit different. But Bruno really liked this one. This one's just a test play around one, just to see different ways of using the stencils. So I haven't completed this. I've just sort of had a bit of a play. I thought I'll try doing the outline with some of our markers and then colour that in, like with an outline. But Bruno really likes that one. So maybe I'll just keep going with something like that. Like it does take quite a bit of time. It's not a quick process. But I think that it's got the real wow factor to it. So yeah, I'll have a play with that and maybe do some sort of background. It kind of reminds me of like the Indian henna painting. Yeah. So I thought that would be a bit of fun. Oh, good. Meredith has just ordered the watercolor pencils. Yeah, and you would never expect it to sort of show up as well as that. Look, it's not bold, but I do like the look. And that's come up really, really pretty, hasn't it? Yeah. Oh, good. Well, I'll try and do something with this. I think I'll do another card using that pattern and try and work it out. You weren't going to get the stencils, Donna. Ah, and they're so affordable. Like in Australia, I think you get 4 for $10. So really affordable, and I think they're great for lots of different things. Like this one's fantastic. Yeah. And then there's a tree one as well. Yeah, I love my stencils. I think that's also with that pack as well, isn't it? But yeah, I've got the lot. I'm like, give me all of them. All patterns that I can possibly get, give me. That one. And that one there. Oh, this one here might be... Anyway, there's a few of them. So go and check them out because they're really, really good. You can use them with your brushes as well. And they're super handy. Great gift. If you want to give a gift, it's fantastic because they're super light and affordable. So, yeah, if you're thinking of little customer gifts or something like that, it's well worth it. Good morning, Rhonda. Lovely to see you here. I know we're kind of moving to stencils now, aren't we? Just so that people don't get confused with... Oh, there's this one here too. I haven't used that one. Lots of different ones. Yeah. So they're a lot of fun. Now, this one proved to be very popular. I've kind of adapted this idea for our card today. Super simple. It's just the rectangle dies, but I thought I'll step it up today for you to give you a few other ideas on using our dies and how you can complement different dies with one another as well. And of course, using our gorgeous designer series paper because it's a winner chicken dinner. And this paper is the Simply Elegant designer series paper. So it's actually got touches of vanilla through it. So that's why I've used the very vanilla here. And really, really simple. I've just stamped the flower, stamped the sentiment, and then mounted that on some dimensionals. And it's on the loveitchopit base. Some of you saw I played along with some of the alcohol technique. So that was a lot of fun last week. I got nice and messy with my alcohol technique, but I did it with the inks, not the blends. So it's a little bit more vibrant than using it with the blends. So if you want to check those out, these are on Facebook and on Instagram, but you can go to our blog, kyliebertucci.com. In fact, I'll add my little kyliebertucci.com. Don't you love that? Oh, thanks, Switcher Studio. I think that's all the show and tell. Oh, yes, there was a blog post that went live last night. The gorgeous little kit. So if you're new to Stampin' Up! And you're not sure where to begin, you're probably seeing a lot of our cards thinking, where do I even start? Or maybe you've lost a bit of mojo and you're sort of not feeling it. You just don't have the vibe. Well, this is a fantastic little kit. And what a lot of people don't realise is it comes with this cute acetate box and this belly band. Cute. So cute. And this is called Sentimental Rose, this kit. And check out these beautiful cards. They are just stunning. Now, this is all pre-printed. All I had to do was just stamp the leaves and the sentiment and then place these embellishments down. And then this backing here, corrugated cardstock, came in the pack. So, yeah, and then just tying the ribbon. That's probably the most difficult part, is getting the ribbon tied. But really, really pretty. Bruno will probably put up the link if you live in Australia and you want to get this kit, which I can totally understand why you would want to after you see these cards, because they're absolutely stunza. So you get, is it 3 or 4? 3. 3 of each, 4 different designs. So I did all of those 3. Then we move to this one. Just keep in mind that you get the right panels. That's probably a tip. Just really read well and maybe even lay it on your card and put it all in a collection together just to make sure that you're getting the right layer for the right card. But they're already pre-sponged and everything for you, which makes it a whole lot easier. Hello, Regina. So good to see you here. So I did those 3. Really pretty colours. And I think this one's my favourite. This one's absolutely beautiful. And again, I didn't do any sponging. All I did was stamping of the flower. And look how beautiful that flower is. And everything else was there for me. Just the sentiment. Yep, such pretty cards. And a really nice size too, because sometimes you don't have a whole lot to write. You just want to let someone know that you're thinking of them or thank them. And this is the perfect little note card set to do just that. And of course, in true Stampin' Up! Style, and also this is a really cool gift because it comes with the acetate box. So you can make up a whole set of cards and give it to the friend that has everything. You get to have fun. They get a present. And you never know. They might be like, oh my goodness, I love this kit. Can I get more? And next time you can say to them, well, actually, you can make them with me. Let's get on Zoom and make them together. And they'll have an experience. It would be a lot of fun. So look at these gorgeous cards. Really subtle, some of them. But some of them are... Oh, yes, that one's quite subtle as well. And, oh, yeah, that one's the brighter one. So really pretty, all pre-decorated and ready to go. Your envelopes as well. And that all goes into that acetate box all together and fits wonderfully. So it's a beautiful gift, a beautiful kit, excellent idea. Yes, it's really, really cool. And just the perfect gift for those people that just you think, oh, what am I even going to get them? Like, literally have everything. Lena, I'm going to the online order that right now. Yeah, I can understand. It is a beautiful, beautiful kit. And look, belly band. Oh, yeah, keep that in mind. I didn't do my belly band quite as tight as I should have. Because I kept thinking it was needing to come off, but it doesn't need to come off because the lid's here. So just an FYI, do your belly band tight enough that it just stays on there. Because, yeah, I might even stick it down, to be honest. I could probably add a little bit of the tear and tape or something like that so that it stays in place because it doesn't need to move at all. And I don't want people to think that they can remove it because there is quite a story to that. I made these probably, I don't know how many months ago for one of our little crafting sessions. Hello, Therese. Good to see you. I made it for one of my crafting sessions and Bruno's like, oh, I really need to blog that kit that you made, Kylie. And I'm like, where on earth is the belly band? Where has it gone? So we literally cleaned our entire craft room. Bruno's like, stay calm because I hate losing things. And yeah, sure enough, it was like right next to my trolley. We found it eventually. But yes, it's beautiful. So there you go. That's the kits. And just keep in mind that all of the Stampin' Up! Kits, none of them are in the catalogue. So you will have to go to our online store to check out the amazing kits that Stampin' Up! Have on offer. There's some really sweet ones. If you've got kids stuck at home at the moment, there's some really cute ones. There's one for the guys, so even you young men in the house can do some art. You can call that the arts and craft class. And there's even like beautiful butterflies. They're really cute. So definitely go and check them out. In fact, I'll show you here. Let me see if I can share my screen because I want to show you the butterfly. It's so pretty. And there's no glue involved, which I think is always really handy when you have really young ones too, because you may not necessarily want them using glue. We've done that before where we had a little kids craft. We did punch art and it was like, yeah, we'll do the glue. Yeah, just give us the glue. You need a glue license to be able to use that. So I'll share this with you. So if you go over to kyliebertucci.com and then you just click on the shop button, you can just click on shop or you can click on
It's coming in the next few days, though.
Is it? Oh, Bruno's even got samples because I have done, he actually finished them for me, but I did most of them. So if you click on Stampin' Up! Products, and then there should be a flick through here that eventually will show you where the kits are. But you can also go to Shop Products, and it should be under Kits Collection. There it is there. So if you just click on that, it will open up Kits Collection. And then you'll have all of them here. So you can just scroll through, have a look. And if you're new to stamping, then this is the perfect thing that you can do. I think the only one we've got it, but I haven't had a play of a little smile. That one's really cute. Look at that one. So pretty, actually. I really want to play with that. Look what comes in it. You get stamp sets, and you can use those stamp sets later too. So yeah, definitely come over and have a look. Look at that one there. That's so pretty. It's a gorgeous stamp set too, and you'll be able to use the stamp set a lot after. Like, they're really great sentiments, handy sentiments. You want to keep them. So I've done the No Matter What too. That one's really cute. And I did a card for Jessie too. You've even got the little party treat. Bruno did this one. If you didn't see his For the Guys card kit, just Google it. For the Guys card kit, Bruno Bertucci. He did an incredible job of this on YouTube, where he did a lot of alternative cards to what was in the kit. And this is the one that I was talking about for those sweet young girls in our life. This is perfect for young ones, or for some of us that just need a really quick card, because it's a really cute set. I'll actually show you here just how sweet they are in real life, because we have them here. But look at this. Isn't it the cutest? And you just stick on the sentiments already pre-done. There's no stamping in this kit at all. So then you can teach your young ones how to do a little bit of craft, but then get them to think about someone that they think needs a bit of cheering up. And honestly, if you received this in the mail from a young one, how touching. Oh my goodness, I would cry. Be like, oh, that's the cutest thing ever. You really would. And that one, same, all ready to go, and you have glue dots that you use. All the sentiments are done, so it's just a matter of sticking it all down. You get dimensionals in the pack, and you get those beautiful rhinestones as well that they can play with. So a bit of bling as well. And these ones, so cute. Everything's pre-done, pre-cut, laser cut, all sorted. So they'll have a lot of fun with that, and it's a really great gift for young ones too. And then the cute envelopes that go with it too. So brilliant. And they all come in like this really nice box as well that you'll want to keep for other things. So that's an excellent gift idea if you're looking at sending a gift to someone or gifting it to yourself. You deserve it. It's really tough times right now. We need crafting. Oh, you watched the Bruno For the Guys kit twice. He did a really, really good job of that. Oh, that's great. Diane said that her sister has a special needs daughter, and she loved playing cards, and so easy. Brilliant. Yeah, it's a really good card kit, that one. So yes, there we go. It's going to have some Beveragino. Lena, Kylie, you're spending all my money. I'm sorry, Lena. That's brilliant. So what we might want to do, I'm going to do some chopping with you, because some of you might be new to our Love It Chop It. And if you are, you can join our Love It Chop It workshop, which is free, and lots of like-minded people who find it difficult to chop their paper, if you find it difficult to chop your paper, you will feel right at home in this group. It's a Facebook group, and we all help each other to get ideas on how to use our amazing Designer Series paper in an easy, versatile way. 142 people watching. It's very exciting. And only 33 have hit like. What's going on? We've got 33. Yes, 33. Yes, the price is very reasonable for the kits. I'm very excited about that. So currently we have Sale-a-Bration happening, which means in Australia for every $90 or $180 you can get free product, which is always a winner. We love free. Free is better than cheap. So if you're wanting some free product, you have a few options. You can purchase $90 or $180 and get some freebies. But you can also join too. You get $66 for free plus a free bundle of your choice from, there's a selection from the new mini catalogue that you can get. So both options, whatever suits you is fine with us. But you do get better value when you join. You get a discount also after you join. Minimum of 20%, and you don't have to sell either. A lot of people ask that question, like, will we be forced to sell? Do we have to get online or do parties? No, you don't have to do any of that. We have, majority of our team have joined just for the discount. And if you can't make the quarterly minimums, because there is a requirement from Stampin' Up, if you don't meet it, don't stress, just come back as a customer. So a lot of people stress about the quarterly minimum and they feel like they're locked in and that they've signed a contract for life. No, you can quit at any time, you can resign, you can come back as a customer. So it's really flexible and a great way to get good value, good quality products at a discount too. And you just never know what can happen. You might share something you're doing with someone and they're like, oh, I like that. Where do I get that from? And suddenly, oh, I've got a sale. Wow, I sold some product. So the products that I'm going to show you today and I'm going to use are the incredible, oops, there goes my scissors. Lucky it's not the coffee. I'll just move the coffee over there a little bit. I am happy with this cup though. It's a little bit more sturdy than my other cup. So the products I'm going to use is I think it's called, it's not hand penned, I think it's beautifully penned is the name of this one. Let's go to Sale-a-Bration and check out all these products here. I'll show you on my store. You'll know if you're shopping with me if you see it up the top here, shopping with Kylie Bertucci. So if we go here, this one's coming for us. I was like, oh, why don't we have this set? So we've got that one coming because it was on back order when we were ordering them all. So I'm very excited about that. I think some really great sentiments there. But we're going to have a little play of this one, the Bedazzling, because I'm like, give me the old razzle dazzle. Oh yeah, beautifully penned. So we're going to have a play with that one today because we love to love it, chop it. But there's so many gorgeous. This stamp set here is gorgeous. The delicate dahlias or dahlias, however you like to say it. And I've seen a lot of fun things done with the counting sheep and the dies as well. Just today I saw a fantastic card done with this. It was just really simple. The demonstrator had stamped this multiple times in different colors and it looks so good. I'm like, oh, totally going to case that because it was fantastic, really smart. So I'll have a bit of a play with that as well. I might even do an overlapping of this one actually. Oh, I've got a bit of an idea with that one. The creative juices are flowing. I have ideas, people. I have ideas. So let's jump in. Let me move that over there for a little bit of room and give my desk a little bit of a tidy because you know how my desk gets. I am a messy crafter. Am I proud of it? I try to be. I try to be proud. Gotta own it, right? Own it. It is what it is. I would love to be more organised, but it's just not my personality. I'm no Lisa Curcio. And I'm okay with that. There's only one Lisa in the world. We can't all be Lisas. Okay, so let's have a look here. So you get quite a few pieces. I've used pieces too. You saw Penelope and Fernando. I used Razzle Dazzle on them. And I've already cut some of these pieces, but I thought, last night I was going to chop them all up. And I thought, no, I'll do it with you all, just in case you're new to chopping your 12 by 12 paper, because it can be a little bit intimidating. We get that. We hear you. So I've already chopped all of this. Even the little scrap pieces get saved. I'm not sure what happened to him. He ended up larger than the rest, but that's okay. So you can see here quite a lot of paper that we have available to us already. And I think I only chopped half of it. Incredible, right? So much here. So I'll just show you too. This is Penelope and Fernando, just in case you missed them. They were featured on a YouTube not long ago. And I've used it like as if it's snow, or someone even messaged me and they said, oh, they were at the icicle ball. So they were at the party. Looks very disco. I've seen some really cool things done with the glimmer paper with outfits. Someone had glasses. Really cute. Really clever. And just remember, if you order with us this month or join our team, this is the beautiful card that you will receive, a handmade card from us. And we also have a tutorial using the hand-penned bundle. So you get 12 different tutorials that you can get for free. For those of you who aren't able to shop with us because you live in another country, or you already have a demonstrator that you purchase from, then you can purchase our tutorials. Yeah, Lena was she wanted Penelope to have eyelashes. I said, yeah, you can add eyelashes to Penelope next time. So that's their tutorial link. So yeah, that's good. You can check that out. Now I'm going to do some chopping. The best thing to do, if you can, our recommendation is to get our tutorial on the card templates. Now, if you haven't seen our card templates, they're very handy. They're great for layering, and they're going to help you feel more confident with your crafting. It's in the drawer here somewhere. It's gone right at the back of the drawer, I feel. Oh, that's where the other embellishments are. Wondered where they went. So here's the card templates. Love it when I find something I was looking for. I'm like, I'm sure there's more there they are. Like, where have they got? Where could they be? I was like, they'll turn up eventually. They'll show themselves. So I'll pop the card template tutorial. Yes, it is a fantastic tutorial bundle, isn't it? The hand penned. Everyone's done so well. 12 different tutorials from 12 different demonstrators. So you don't want to miss that one. So the card template, I'll just pop this here. Card template tutorial. So you don't get the physical card templates, but it's a tutorial, and you can get lots of ideas for your layering, which is really, really important if you're new to card making, especially. I mean, I have been an avid card maker for a long time, so yeah, it really helped me. And I would call myself an avid card maker. Yeah, Elaine said, oh, I love my templates. They do make things so much easier. So they just help you to work out. It's almost like a real life sketch. So you can work out exactly what you want your sketch to be. So the one that I like for Love It, Chop It is this one here. So let's have a look. Yeah, they go walkabout all the time, Pammy. They like to go on an adventure. So in the, yes, that's the, so these are the two measurements that you want to take a picture of. This one is for, well, I'll say this one here is for Canada and the US, and this is for every other country. So take a screenshot of those two. And what I find is really good with this size in particular is it's getting the most out of your 12 by 12 paper, and it's enabling you, particularly if you're a card maker, you don't have to chop your entire pack like this, but I sort of find that I get the most use out of my paper when I cut it down. So you might decide to just chop half of your paper and keep the other half in the 12 by 12. Totally up to you, but the key idea behind this principle is that we're chopping our paper and using our paper. We want to love it, chop it, use it. I like to love it, chop it. I like to love it, chop it. Does everyone sing that now? I like to chop it. Do, do, do. Bruno was singing it the other day. It was so funny. I was like, yes, I've infiltrated Bruno. So let's start with a piece of 12 by 12 so that you can see exactly what we do here. Now, the best thing to do is when you're looking at your paper, you want to work out, well, what direction do you want it to go in? And do you want landscape or portrait? So if you want this to be portrait, so portrait mode, just so that you can see the difference here, this is portrait and landscape would be that way. So if you want these to be going in this direction, but portrait, well, you're going to have a look at your card template. And I'm going to show my, well, either, but you would know, okay, I want it to face this way. So you can cut at 5.25 3 times or twice here. Or if you're going for the metric, then it would be at 10 centimeters. And then you're going to cut these two pieces at 14.4. So it just makes everything so much easier because you are visualizing exactly what you want. And then once you have that size, I do like this being this direction. So I'm going to do my portrait cut. And you can obviously cut this way. If you want to hurry it up, you can cut once and then just do the rest. Either. This is actually, I find, a lot easier to visualize. I think, you know how women, when we turn the map upside down, don't encourage it, Rose. You like the singing Rose? Oh my goodness, Rose Coleman's here. Rosemary, I love you. You're doing so good, girl. I visited Rose's team this week and they are so beautiful. I loved it. It was so much fun. I didn't chop them. I didn't love them chop them. So here we go. We're cutting the smaller size. So actually on this card here, I lied. It's the 4-inch, not the 5x25. 4 inches, okay? That's going to be your cut. The smaller one if you want this to be portrait. And keep all of these scraps, okay? Then we do our bigger cut. So whatever you're using, whether it's the imperial or the inches, you're going to come in. Sorry, I'll move you over here a little bit so you can actually see what I'm doing. So you're going to come in and choppy. And what will end up happening is you will have very quickly 6 card fronts plus the little scraps as well. And we keep all the scraps because you can use them for the inside of your card. Now, once you have done this size, the cool thing is that you don't have to stick to this size. You're not forever stuck with just a card front size. Although I do a lot of my cards with the card front size. I love this size. So this one here, you can see it's just my go-to size. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful looking card. But if you want to You could chop this and then show the other side as well. You could have just one little piece and flip. You could cut diagonal. You could cut in half. You could go a little bit smaller. So you can cut this down. And again, keep all of your scraps because you can use them. Really, really brilliant. It's a great way to give you, and it just makes it less intimidating for me. I don't know if you feel the same way, but when I cut down my paper, I realize how much I have, and then I'm more inclined to use it. I'm like, yes, I can use this. So I'll show you what I've got here, or what idea I'm thinking of. I'll just pop these to the side. That's my little Love It Chop It tutorial. I hope that helps. Now, what I'm thinking of doing, I have a few ideas here, but I wanted to share these with you. So we have some amazing dies, all these rectangle dies, and there's lots of different ones, right? So we can get a little bit like, which ones do I use and how do I use them and utilize them so that I'm getting the most out of it. So this one here, you can see I kept it very simple and just used this one here with these stitched rectangles. But you might like some of these contouring type ones, but maybe they're not the right size for what you're looking for. So just remember that you can chop down. That's the cool thing about these rectangle dies. Even these big ones here, you know, you might look at this size and think, oh, I really want it to be skinny like that, but tall like this. Just remember that you can come in again. Once you chop it, you can come across and chop to the size that you want it to be. So something that I've done is a bit of a mashup. I like to do a bit of a mashup. And I started with, which one did I start with? Oh yeah, I did this one here. That was kind of where it began. So I chopped this and then I just felt like, oh, it's just a bit big for my page, right? But I really liked that scallop edge there. Really pretty. It's just really subtle, but you can see it's got this gorgeous little scallop edge here. Then what I did was just come in with this bigger one. Oh, it's the next size down actually, because it was just a little bit too big. You can see here it comes up a little bit further, but I just cut off this section here. So I left that scallop edge and then it just cut the other sides. So it's just a really great way to sort of create that accent piece along the edge, but also utilize what you have. So you might feel like some of these ornamental frames are just a bit intense because some of them are pretty full on. For me, I find them a little bit too over the top. But if you come in with one of these square ones and cut it, then you've just got one edge rather than the entire frame, which, yeah, I think just gives it a different look, a different feel, which I thought would give you a bit more versatility. So I did a couple here, a couple of tests. Here's another one that I did, and I actually really like this one. Let me pop that one back there. Bruce's like, please don't mix these up. Please put them back. They're back, Bruno, they're back. So I use this one here, which I really love this one. And also this one here. I love that one too. But yeah, I just thought, I just want to see what it looks like, sort of cut down a little bit, just for, you know, just a different look. And you could even go smaller if you wanted to, where you just have one edge and cut off the top. Like if you go the next one down, you'll see here that it keeps the edge, and just try and line up so that you're going from the scallop end to scallop end. You'll see why I say that in a moment, because I didn't do that. Yes. You have never thought of doing that with the ornate frame? Yes. Thank you, Sally. Yeah, so this just gives it a little bit less intensity. You might just want to have a really nice scalloped edge there, but not necessarily all the way around. So it almost looks like you've got a scallop edge just on one side. Just gives it, yeah, a bit more ideas, a few more little, and there's the other one. So this one here, I probably really should have lined it up so that, I use this one here. I should have lined it up so that it finished at a full scallop. I may not have been able to, but anyway, I just think finishing at a scallop is a nice way to do that. So there you go. Lots of different ways to do with your dies. It just gives you more flexibility, a few more ideas, particularly with all of these amazing different rectangle dies. We might sort of think, which one am I going to use? But it's nice being able to do a mashup. And even this side here, like you could even do something with this. I've used that as waves before on my shark card. But anyway, let's see what we can come up with these. Some designer series paper. We're using the hand penned paper, and I want to use the razzle dazzle, right? Have a bit of fun with some bling. And I'm not usually a bling girl, but I really, really like. Maybe we can colour it. I've seen people colouring it. Should we have a go? Do you know how they coloured it? Did they use the alcohol? Let's have a play. I wonder if they use blends directly on it. I don't think so. I think what I'm thinking happened is maybe, ooh, I've got an idea because I've got some alcohol spritzer here. Maybe they added some ink to that. That would work, wouldn't it? Bit of alcohol spritzing just to see the different colour. So let me have a look here. I've got a couple of ideas that I've already choppy last night. So I thought something like this is really pretty. It may not necessarily go with one of these, but anyway, we'll have a little look and play and see what we can come up with. I mean, that wouldn't look bad because the two flowers are sitting there nicely, aren't they? So I've done the sticky on here. I had it sitting on something plastic. You can put it on top of one of your clear cases just so that it's sticking to something that isn't going to non-stick it. And then the other one that I played with was the beautiful new, what's it called, this one here? Nah, totally gone. I'm like, I'm not even going to try it. Meadow! The meadow dies. So there's lots of different ones on here, which I think lend themselves to a really beautiful look. But if we add colour to this, should we add colour or should we just leave it? Is that how she did it, Trisha? Colour best. Yes. And blends directly work. Maybe we should try it then. We can just do blends directly on there. I've seen someone use the blends, but you need to be careful that you don't ruin the brush. Yes, I agree with that. And then spritzes with alcohol. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome. Well, we can have a bit of a play because, you know, I love to play, love to experiment. This is how we find out what things do. We don't really, we're not the oracle of all things. We just try it. It's like, I'll just try, see if it works. And if it doesn't work, it's okay. You tried it. It's good. You gave it a go. So let's try. Because I really do like, I have to admit to all of you, that I really, really love this idea here on the black with just the dazzle. Like, it looks amazing. And with the, I think this one here was the one that I was vibing. And then a basic black. Like, really simple, but how beautiful does that look? You know I love simple. You know I love to be simple. Give me easy. Oh, Lena, that would be lovely if you can join us on Zoom. 10 drops to the re-ink. Yes, and I've got the, I've actually got 100% icy propyl. I can never say that word. So let's have a look at this. And I think I'll do a bit of Whisper White on the outside. I have some chopped at the Poppy Parade size. And then we'll just have to chop down our designer series paper. I think it's to the what's the next size down? Mambo, maybe? I'll have a look for you. So there's our card base. Your card base should always be half of your cardstock. No matter where you live in the world, if it's not half your cardstock, then you're wasting the other piece. So cut it in half and you have a card base. If you're cutting it correctly in your country. If you're not getting half, come and talk to me and I'll help you. I don't want you wasting your cardstock. It's really important. So I've just chopped that down. I'll get the size of that I just chopped. Oh yes, here they are here. So that size is, bear with, Melon Mambo. I do know my card templates and my card templates know me. So I'm going to mount that on there. Very, very slight. It's just a tiny, tiny little border. But it does make all the difference when you add it to your basic black background. And then I think we'll raise this up like so. Now I think with this one, we might go a little bit fancy. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll chop a little bit off the edge here. Let's put that on and see what it looks like. Oh, that is very pretty. I do like. And then we'll just add a really simple sentiment. And that is the card, people. But the cool thing is we're going to replicate that in lots of different ways. And if we wanted to, particularly with this paper, because it lends itself to having colour, we can actually sponge the background if we decide to colour this. So I love the monochrome look. I think that looks really elegant and gorgeous. And I think if we do, let's just see. See you, Donna. Enjoy your supper. So if we do something like that and we raise that up, that looks really pretty too, doesn't it? But I'll probably go in that direction. And then we can put that on there. Doesn't it look gorgeous in that razzle? Do you like how I've called it razzle instead of dazzle? How did I read your mind, Bruno Bertucci? I think he's back at the point where I'm putting the dies away. Just make sure you refresh, Bruno. I did hear him on a phone call, so he's probably like way back. So let's do some sticking. So with these sort of things, please, please, please try as hard as you can not to get caught up in decision making. I think a lot of us card makers, we second guess ourselves, and because we have a lot of options, a lot of us have a lot of products in our room, and what we can tend to do, and some of you can tell me if this resonates with you, but what we can tend to do is overthink the process and then see so many different variations or different ideas. Once we get to an idea, we're like, should I do that or should I do this? Or should I do that or should I do this? And then we end up doing nothing. But what you can tell yourself is, you know what? I like that idea. I'm going to do that one, and then I can do the other one as well. So rather than putting yourself in a state of inactivity, put yourself into a state of productivity. That was profound. Ooh, that would be very pretty, wouldn't it? Having a dimensional on the... Although I think it would get a little bit floppy there. Or you mean on this one? This would be very nice raised, actually. I did think about how I could raise that up. It probably would be enough just having the one dimensional. Let's give it a whirl. Hey, I like that, Iniki. Oh, see you, Iniki. So let's have a look. All we can do is try. And if it doesn't work, well, good. If it gets a saggy bum, it actually isn't bad. It's actually sitting up very nicely. I really like that. So let's do that then. And then we'll just pop a couple of dimensionals behind here. Like so. Good. And if you want to, you can grab your take your pick tool, which I had last night. There it is. I had it for the brush. I was brushing out all of these pieces here. But you can stab and lift. And the reason why you would do this is because then you don't have dimensionals everywhere. It is quite a handy little tool because then everything sits on here. Thank you, Lisa Curcio. She taught me that idea. Now, before I stick this down, actually, I should have actually stamped a really small, but anyway, we'll add another layer. So I don't want that to be too far off the edge. I probably should have angled that a little bit differently. Let's see if I can move it over a little bit. That's the joys of having just one dimensional, is I can twist it around. I'm like the master of ripping things apart. I'm like, yeah, just pull it off. Yeah. I do like that. I don't want too much of that overhanging. Wow, these dimensionals are really sticky. They're from a card kit. That's better. And I do like the space that it's given here too. You could even raise it a little bit more, but I do like that. Really pretty. And it actually is quite nice floating like that. I do like that. So we do have this sentiment here that comes in the kit, but I think it will be the wrong size for that space. It's just too bulky for me, for my liking. So I'll probably just do a really tiny strip there. Maybe a congratulations, or what have we got here? Look at me, I'm looking around. What sentiments do I have here that I like? There's a set that has, I like to go to my catalogue. Ooh, in fact, I could probably, yes, I've got it. I've got the Sale-a-Bration set here. And there's this one here, You Inspire Me, which I used last night. But it is actually the perfect size for that space. And it's exactly what I'm looking for. It would be great if I stamped directly on there. It's already on a stamp somewhere. I didn't put it back. It's not often I do that, I promise, people. I promise I don't normally leave my stamps with the stamp on it. But it was very late last night. I was a very naughty girl last night. I didn't go to bed early. No, I've got this one. Look, I found that one. Where's my other one? Where are you, little stamp? Oh, I think I found him. You can stop looking, everyone. I found him. Yes. He was hiding over here. He's like, oh, don't use me again. You're just using and abusing me. Oh, I'm going to try it, everyone. We can always cover it, okay? If it doesn't work, we just cover it. So bring in your embossing gear. I'll just move that to the side. And I've got my little buddy. For those of you that live in Australia, we have buddies available now on our Shopify store. Ooh. Now, I've got a little scrap piece of grid paper here that we can use. And we're going to ink that up nicely. This is Versamark. It's basically like a glue. So you need your Versamark first. I did the embossing buddy. That takes away all the static. And then we're just going to line this up. Make sure I've got my light here so that I know where I'm stamping. Yeah, that looks good there. Now, it might look a bit wonky because, how does it look? Ooh, I think we might have it. So I should have done that first. FYI, everyone, stamp that first. Don't do what I'm doing. You don't want to stick it down and then do your sentiment because you could have an accident. But it looks like it's happy. Yes. So now we just emboss that. So the powder will now melt. You have to melt your powder, otherwise it just wipes off. And it's really good to have one of these tools. This you can get from Stampin' Up. My neighbour did one time. And I didn't know she was a crafter either. One time she did it in her toaster, and I have heard of people doing it on their toaster, and her toaster went on fire. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was up crafting, and there was this like bonfire in the front of her house. Yeah. The heat tool is much safer. Yippee! It looks really good. I'm really happy with that. Are you all happy with that? I'm very happy with that. Good job, everyone. We smashed that. Boom. And there you have it. So nice simple card, but you can use this with a lot of different dies. Any of these ones here, and we're going to have a play colouring this in. I want to see what it looks like with the blends and how it feels with the blends. I want to know if I'm damaging my blends if I colour it in directly. There's one way to find out. I need an insert, and I think I've got some of that paper. In fact, what we can do, because we have so much paper, this is what happens, right? We have all this paper chopped up, so let's utilise it on the inside. So which one should we use on the inside? That one we've got on the front. I do like the dots. Ooh, that one's actually really pretty. Maybe we can use that. And then if I have a scrap piece of that one, yes, then that can go on my piece here. This will all make sense in a moment, peeps. Bear with me. So I'll stick that down. Probably a good idea to grab your silicone craft sheet at this point. This is another one of Lisa's amazing tips. My silicone craft sheet always falls to the bottom of my little folder here. But if you're working with Tombow glue, highly recommend, if you don't want to have sticky all over your grid paper, then this is a great option. So I've just pulled that down so it's directly to the edge, and then I can come in and snip the other side myself. And because I've used Tombow, it's like wiggle, wiggle. You can move it around. And just come in there like so. That I will let it go in the bin. That's allowed. How would gold embossing powder look on the sparkly paper? That's an interesting little question there, Jen. Good morning, Caitlin. Good morning, world. I love it. So good. There we go. That on there. And just tell yourself you have bought this beautiful paper so that you can use this beautiful paper. So what we're going to do is really pizzazz up this card and put it on the inside as well. Isn't that exciting? Look how gorgeous that looks, right? Why not? Why not spoil someone, right? Let's put it on the inside. So we're going to remember to do that more often because it's really pretty with this little accent here as well. Everything combines and it all looks so pretty. And yeah, it just looks really professional and gorgeous. Yes! So gorgeous. Candles! Some of you use candles for heat embossing. Oh no! Clothes iron! Light bulbs! Oh, that makes me laugh so much. Yes, I'd say that's why they invented the heat gun from a safety point of view. So there we go. Do you love that? I really love this card. And I think what might even make this even more blingy is if we add, I don't know if I've got it in this lot of embellishments. If not, I can grab some. But you can add some beautiful bling here. I don't think I've got, you could add a colour if you wanted to. But I think it would be better to go the silver rhinestones. Like a rhinestone cowboy. So this, yes, I've got so many embellishments. This die here is called the Artistic Dies, maybe? Let's have a look. I do have the cover here somewhere. Yes, found it. Artistic Dies. So that's where that's from. And just remember to put your, one thing too with the glimmer paper is you might need to add a shim when you're doing your Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. If it's not cutting through, just add like a piece of cardstock or something like that and run it through a couple of times. This one here is the Meadow Dies. So I'm going to have a play with that one now. That's this one here with all these dies here. So that one's a great set as well. This one's a new one that comes with a stamp set. I can never get the, I've got to take a photo before I touch this. Literally, I've taken one out and I already can't fit it in. Ooh, okay. So, key, everyone. I have heard a couple of things that people have done where they've actually run it through their Big Shot or through the Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine like this, and then it creates an indentation on the cardstock. Very clever. Or take a photo so that you know exactly where it's meant to go. It never fits again. Do you all have that problem? I'm like, oh my goodness, how did this fit? Oh, there's these as well. The silver and clear. Yeah, I'm going to do these. But you could have used these as well. They are gorgeous. Let's have a look. Oh, I don't know which one to do now. They're both so beautiful. I think I'm actually going to go for the rhinestones today. These have got really cute little diamond ones too. Yeah, I'm going rhinestones, people. It's been a while since I've used a rhinestone. So what I like to do is, and I like that this has 2 different sizes as well. So I can go bigger, and then there's a medium one here as well, and then a small. I like the small one. So there's the small one. Yeah, that's a winner. I really like that. And then I'll do a medium one, or I'll do it from this side. So all my OCD peeps are like, no, don't grab it from there. And then get that one. So I like to do 3. Oh, it's attached to me. 3, 5, 7, 9. I sort of like to do it in combos of odd. But I do like the 2 and then 1 separate. Yeah, start chopping your paper. Ah, that's so good, Randy. You got some dazzle paper. Rhinestone cowboy. Like a rhinestone cowboy. There we go. Love it, love it, love it, love it. That makes me very happy. But let's have a little play. I just want to colour this, and then we can create. I'll do that another time where I create the whole card together. Because I know you've got things to do, people to see, places to go, things to do, people to see. And let's see. We could do 2 ways. I want to try with the blends directly. So I think it needs to be some of the dark colours, right? Let's have a look. Ooh, we've got a Blackberry Bliss. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Blackberry Bliss, and then maybe a Mossy Meadow. Let's try those, because they actually would be really nice together, and they're dark colours. So we'll start with light, because we can always go darker, but we can't go lighter. Hey there. I'm actually shocked at how much this is picking it up. Let me show you. Let's do half and half. We're doing a true experiment here. And then you can compare it and see which one wows you more. Because I can always go over it again. Okay. Can you see there? Let me lift the light up so that you can fully appreciate this. This flash, Kylie, we're not going anywhere. Well, hopefully, Susan, you can join my Zoom this afternoon. Come, 2 o'clock. We're just hanging out together. You don't even have to craft. You can just sit with us and chat. Just send me a message or email me and I'll send you the link. And all you have to do is just click on the link, or when you go to Zoom, you just put in the meeting code. It's really simple. If you haven't used Zoom before, it's really simple. I adore this. I think that looks amazing. Even done with the different colours, in fact. And I would like to report that even though this is quite like sequiny and strong, I don't think it's damaging my blends. I feel very content that it is not doing any permanent or any damage at all. It feels like I can do light enough that it's grabbing the colour without me feeling like it's doing any damage at all. So there you go. There's my review. Blends directly on there, peeps. It really does work. And check out that. So this is the lighter mossy. And I'll come in with the leaves and do the darker so that we can compare them. Oh, that is gorgeous. I'm going over the top of this with dark because that is just, oh, spectacular. I can't believe how good that looks. It's like I'm looking at emerald. Let's have a look on here. Can you see that? Does the camera pick it up? It is so beautiful. Well, that experiment went well. How does it look like on Whisper White? Let's do it on the back of here. Ready? Ooh, which one do you think looks better? Do you think it pops better on the white or on the black? I actually think it might be on the Whisper White. Oh, they're both gorgeous. Who thinks basic black? Who thinks Whisper White? Which one do you think really pops? Yes, it looks so good, doesn't it? Unbelievable. And another thing you could do if you did want it on the black is you could even do like another one of these with the basic white and just slightly move it so that it gives off this sort of look of shadowing. And I'll show you what I mean, because, you know, this is the best way to test it. I'll get some Scrappy. Yes. I'm just going to cut this down so that I can use it with my mini, because why not? It's been a little while since I've used the mini. Look how well used it is. You don't have to come back, but I do like coming back, so then it returns to me. Come back to me. Come back, little one. And let's have a look at this. Ooh, I was going to knock that out. So if you go like that and have like a little accent there. Ooh, everyone's saying, ooh, it's a bit of a mix. Some are saying black, some are saying white. So you could even do it like that. Really, really like slight. You'd want to use some of our adhesive sheets just to, or probably actually the Tombow glue would be better, so that you can really wiggle it and get it like perfectly in place so that it just has that backdrop, that accent of white on the black. If you wanted to, that's like another, like that looks like it's popping off the page, doesn't it? Woohoo! Yeah, I think that's the way to go. If you're going to do it on the black, just have that little accent, that little pop behind. You could even use smoky slate so that it looks like a little bit of shadowing behind. Yeah. So there you go. No, it's gorgeous, right? Yep, the opposite with a black shadow. Be gorgeous. So there you go. That's an idea for you to play with. And you can imagine it on this card here. You know, just how gorgeous that will look. Just using the exact same layout that we've done there. And then just sticking that down. Really pretty. And even if you wanted to on here, you could colour this rose. You can colour them different colours. So that gives it another accent, like a whole other look again. Even with this paper here, it would be quite easy just to layer it on something like that, but then colour this, like do some sponging in the background, or even just leaving it as is. I think that actually looks really pretty. I'll do it that way, I think. Let's do that one. Let's stick it down, peeps. As Susan said, we're not going anywhere. We're in lockdown. Nowhere to go. Just to the couch and eating food, which I really should be avoiding. I really shouldn't be doing that anymore. There we go. I think this has got a little bit of a, yeah, there we go. Just gets clogged every now and then. And you feel it, it doesn't flow as well as it should. Still feels like it's got something in there. That's all right. I'll do surgery later. That's what I get for not putting the lid on. Usually I just get my snips in there. Okay. And then I'm going to do a bit of this. Not too much. Like, I don't need too much. Just enough to be able to sit this on here. In fact, in this area here, it's a little bit globby, so just spread it out. You don't want it to seep out the sides. Do you like that technical term? It's a bit globby. We don't want globby. Get your silicone mat, particularly for something like this, because it is just that little bit messy. Yeah, I really love that. Really, really small accent. Now, before we do anything, before we do any gluing, we've learnt from our past decision. Let's just see what that one looks like with this, actually. Oh, I must have, oh, there we go. I'm like, where did my YouTube peeps go? I keep pressing the fingerprint on my keyboard. Now, I think with this one, because the stemmered's there, we could probably use a different one. Let's see what we've got here that fits nicely. I think the Oh So Happy for You. Yep. Cute. So just as long as we do it on that edge there, then we're all good to go. Where's your silicone mat? I must have heard you in my head, Helen. Because I did, I grabbed it. Yeah, Mandy, just leave it. Forget housework. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. So I'm going to stamp that. And we'll do that and our Versamark. Now, I'm just leaving my flower here, mainly because I just want to see where I'm placing it so that this sentiment's going to fit nicely, although I know it's going to be in the corner there. There we go. And you can use your Stamp and Pierce mat with the polymer or the clear stamps just for a really crisp image. So don't do what I just did. Low power mode. Good. very, very happy with this one. I can't believe the blends work so well on that Dazzle paper. How do I clean my silicone mat? You're assuming that I clean it, Randy. No, I think the alcohol is probably the best thing. I should spray it now and test it out for you. There we go. Pour that back in there. Oh, that's my little mini. Okay, and then we'll just compile this. It's really quite easy. And then once you have this formula in place for this design and all these different frames, it's going to be great. I hope you use this inspo. Who's going to use it? Who's inspired to create? I know this has inspired me to get creating. Oh, that is so pretty. I really like it. Raise that up. I can't believe it. Look how pretty that looks. You couldn't clean it with water, but amazingly, just rub it with your fingers. Maybe that's what I've been doing, Kelly. Yeah, just rub it with my fingers. I literally was going to say that, Kelly. I'm like, I think I just rub it. So yeah, anyone that wants to come to our Zoom, please make sure you message us. Anyone is welcome. It doesn't matter where you're from in the world. Even if you invite friends to come along, let's just, do some crafting this afternoon together. But at least I get to see your face on Zoom. And even if you don't want to show your face, that's fine too. Some of us are like not camera ready. Yay! I'm really happy with that one. How pretty does it look? I'm so happy we tried that out. I know, it's so much fun. And what are we going to put on the inside? Which one? Which pretty piece of paper? Oh, there they are. Like, where have my papers gone? I think I like that one. Let's go with that. Oh, there's this one here too. Actually, that one will look good. Let's do that one on the inside. And I think I've got a piece here that I can use. A little scrappy piece. See, you use everything. Nothing gets wasted. Not that one. I want to chop that one actually. What you can do is just fold it in half if you have a bigger piece. And then you'll at least have an idea of where to chop it so that it fits. And P.S. you can chop an entire piece of a whole pack of designer series paper, and it does fit in the clear case. I don't know why some people feel like, oh, I don't have the wood mount, so therefore I can't do it. But you can. It fits in here. I think I'm going to do one of these. Maybe I might do that one actually. Even though it's different, I think it'll look fine. I don't know why I don't have a spare one of that one. Oh, it's that one. I think they're over this side. Yes, here it is. Yes. I'll use that one. I do like that though. I'm going to use that one after all of that. There we go. Oh, I really like this as a strip. Very nice. And who would have thought just this little scrap, and it just makes such a beautiful difference to the inside of the card. Oh, thank you, Debbie. We have a lot of fun here. I hope you come again. You never know. I don't even know what's going to happen on my lives. I surprise myself. So you will definitely be surprised because you just never know what's going to happen. You just never know. Oh, Carrie's a first timer too. Hi, Carrie. Oh, I love having first timers here. Welcome. And hopefully it's not your last. Hopefully you will return again. Come again. Welcome. Welcome to our community. We really are a community, aren't we, girls? There's so many that come every week, and we all know each other. We all know each other's names. Oh, what's this piece? I don't know what I cut that one with, but that is not the right size. I'm not going to go with that. I want it to be the right size. Oh, what have I done here? I must have been chopping very late at night last night. There we go. I lost sleep. Don't worry, I will keep that piece. I'll use it for something else. Nothing gets wasted around here. Yes, come and join us live this afternoon on Zoom. Thank you, Caitlin. Good suggestion. So if you wanted to, you could even colour these in using the blend so that it matches this beautiful flower at the front. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks really good. And what's really nice to do too, when you do the paper, if you wanted to add like maybe a quote or a scripture or something like a little bit extra than what you've written here, you can just use one of the brand new seasonal dies, FYI, are hot. I absolutely love them. I don't know how I missed them in the first order, but check them out. Aren't they just so perfect? Yeah, this is the seasonal dies. And there's just such a great set. Look at that one. You could pop that on there and then do a sentiment. Like, I know it covers some of that beautiful paper, but it's just really, really cool. You could even have this one here and have a little scripture or a quote, something that you put there. These are really, really amazing dies. Please check them out. They're in the new mini seasonal dies. And they've got some great dies here. Really good for sentiments. Like this one here, I'm going to use this one a lot. It's a really good size. So yeah, fantastic for layering and backgrounds. Like even this one here, it's perfect with that die there. You can see the size. Like look how it covers it. Oh, match made. So yes, look out for that. These are a little hidden gem, these seasonal dies. And look how many you get in the set. Yes. Ah, you just ordered those. Oh, they're so good for layering. So good for sentiments. In fact, I used it for this one, Teresa. That's what I've used there. Isn't it beautiful? Like it can be this beautiful background piece. Yeah, so good. So these are a real winner, these ones. Love, love, love. I hope that they stay in the new